Deep democracy. How much time do we have? We don't. What time do we finish? 3:15? Yeah. 3:30? Okay. In that case, can I ask you this front row to come and stand up at the front? Sorry, you should never sit at the front, you know. It's never. It's the golden rule. That's why people are standing at the back. You know, it's like. Okay, how can we use deep democracy? It's literally, and I think it's up here. Where do you stand? Literally, where do you stand? I want to know where people stand. So maybe we can use, why don't we use ProjectWorld Toronto, this particular event. So I'm just trying to find out, right, just like that, I want to know, in a sense, your evaluation of ProjectWorld Toronto 2012. So I'm going to make a statement. If you agree with it, come and stand here. If you vehemently disagree with it, go and stand further right against the wall. And if you're kind of in the middle, stay in the middle. Okay. ProjectWorld 12 so far has been the best ProjectWorld I've ever been to. Interesting. Whoa, quite a range. Okay. Now, what I would do, I mean, if I was running ProjectWorld, this is what I want to know, right? What's working, what's not working. So I could, I'm not going to do it, okay? I could start to say, why are you standing there? Why are you there? And particularly, if it's important to my, but I want to know, right? What other question might we ask? Actually, I said the wrong thing there. What other statement might we make? What, actually, any questions, any statements we might evaluate about ProjectWorld? Okay, is Dave in the room? No, he's not. Okay. Actually, I wasn't here yesterday, okay? Arlene, were you here for yesterday? Yes, okay. Those of you who were here, you can vote. Arlene Dickinson's presentation yesterday morning was wonderful. Were the rest of you here or not? Yes, it was wonderful. You wasn't here? I was here. You were here? Okay, again, you weren't here, right? You wasn't here. You was. You agree? In that case, you come and stand down here. Disagree is over there. Ah, you see, it's learning. You're going to take risks. Okay. Very.
Was this always disagree?
No, it depends where the speaker is. I just do it to confuse people. One last one, just to show you how we can use it. I'm trying to. I was only here. Lunch today was great. You see how you can check things out and you don't have to go and try and get people to talk about it. The body speaks very loudly. It's very funny. Physically, people will have more difficulty being shallow or criminal than they will verbally. Because verbally, we're very adept at saying, packaging things. We don't want to say, right? The body, I don't know why well, there's lots of theories about it, the science behind it, but it talks very loudly, does the body. And this technique was actually developed to encourage, you can sit down now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Because in meetings, often, it's the loudest and the most, sometimes they can express themselves so wonderfully that even as a facilitator, I'm thinking, is that really the consensus in the room? Or is that just one person who's really capable of expressing themselves, but may have an extreme opinion that he or she might even think represents the view of their colleagues? They may not be doing it deliberately. So again, when I'm talking strategy with people, I'll have the CEO and the VPs up there voting on some of the key assumptions we're making about the future of this organization. And you can do the same thing with your projects. The financing, the deadlines, etc. You don't have to go around the room trying to get people to talk. You can say, are you on board or not? That's really what it's all about. And I'll flip down these very quickly, but really the objective, this is the important thing here. Make it safe to say no, to stand at the other side of the room, because the assumption is there is wisdom in the person who's saying no. They're not the person who didn't get it, or they're not on board, or they're not a team player. The idea is, no, you've got a different point of view which is valuable here. So often my job is, and again, you can do as host of the meeting, encourage them, exaggerate what they're saying to try and see, because the assumption is if one person has the guts to stand at the other end of the room, it's also reflecting to some level what other people were thinking but didn't have the guts to do. And some of the best ideas come from the people who are standing at the other side of the room. Right? Deep democracy was developed in South Africa to deal with all the post-apartheid sort of reconciliation type things, because they wanted people to talk, and talking was very difficult to do about such things. So it's a simple mechanism, and I don't ask you to start doing it on big issues. Just start doing it on, we should have the Christmas party in a brewery this year, and see where people stand. Start with the lighter issues, or we should have muffins at the next meeting, or whatever it happens to be, and start to get some expertise in it, and then you can start moving on to the bigger things, dealing with clients, dealing with budgets, dealing with cuts. Where should we make cuts? Should make them here. Where do people stand on that? Do they agree? Do they not agree? And the silent majority starts to speak much louder than the extrovert. Right? And that's what we want. We want to find out where people stand.